Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know me, I am Lisa, and today's video is a little bit different. It is girls talk, and I posted a story on Instagram for you guys to ask questions on anything that you are afraid to ask your mom or you just cannot seek help with. So I'm here for you, and let me remind you guys, I am 16, so some of my advice might not be the best as I am still learning and growing, but I would like to bring you guys along the way and stuff I'm sure that would kind of work, which worked for me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get comfy and answer the questions. So most of these questions over here are asking about boys, about love. And as a 16-year-old, I would say I don't have much experience, but I do have experience. So we're just gonna run through the ones that are talking about love and boys and all those, because those are always the juiciest and I love answering questions. So the first question I'm looking at right now is, what makes a good guy to you from your perspective? I normally go for personality, so I'm just gonna talk about personality more. The reason why I go for personality as well is because I feel like personality matters more. If you know me, if you personally know me, you would know I go for people that I can talk really well with, like I can make jokes with, and the conversation just can flow for hours and hours, and there's never an awkward moment with them. And that's what I personally really love, and that's what I think of a good guy in my perspective. In love, not like outside world. Outside world, obviously there's more, but in love, that is what I think makes a good guy for me, for my future lover. And not only can they flow the conversation well, they have their self-worth, their self-respect, and they're just a gentleman. I love people that are a gentleman because they will care for you, and because they know their self-worth, they would know to never stoop so low as well. They will know to never go low when arguing with you, or in every situation they will never put you down. They will never like degrade you in a sense where you start feeling insecure. So that's what I think makes a good guy. There is full length, but I just want to put a spotlight on that one. Someone asked thoughts on high school dating. High school dating, I mean, I just graduated, but I just think, though it's something your parents be like, don't date in high school yet, don't this, don't that, but you really can't stop if you love someone. I just think personally it's really cute. It's a cute storyline. It's like a cute thing, to say like, oh, I once had like in the future, you're like, oh, I once had a lover in like high school, though you already have your husband, but like it's just a cute story, it's just a little cutie patootie thing. I don't say that word, I swear. But it's just young love, dumb love, and I don't know, personally I find it really cute because I have my own school love story. I'm pretty sure you guys know it if you guys have followed me for like over a year. But yeah, I think it's adorable. I have no problems with it. But just so you know, still concentrate on your studies. Your studies matters more than any love life during this time. Your studies, go for it. But high school, why I don't have any negative thoughts on high school love is because you start to experience. You start to explore. And so when in the future you wouldn't experience such a bad heartbreak because you know your maturity and you know your type, you know what to do in love. So I think it's a win-win situation, except for your studies. Like, concentrate, please. Don't let a man distract you in your studies. And what is going on with my bangs? Like, okay, whatever. Ignore the bangs. Okay, so I've read some of the questions, and some of the questions based on how do I move on from my ex or situationship, or how do I get back with my ex and situationship. Let's go with the move on one first. Let's go with the move on one. Then we'll go with, if you're sure you don't want to move on, we'll go with the talking one. But how do you move on? Personally, I struggle with moving on with someone that I dearly love and has never treated me wrong. So I have not moved on myself. It's been like 11 months and it was just a situationship, but because it was so like it was more of an unlabeled relationship to me. It was not a situationship. There was like not big problems, and I flowed with them so nicely to the point like when we ended stuff, there was nothing that I could blame him for. There's nothing I could hate him for. So moving on is a little tricky for me as well, but I can give you some tips that maybe would help you that people have gave me. So if you dearly love this man, or you know they have never done you wrong, like you still love this man, okay, don't go to your friends first. Always have your own time, because what I felt when I talked to my friends was just not something I wanted to hear. Because one thing about relationship, guys, take notes. If your friend breaks up with your boyfriend, don't tell them they're ugly, they were just not it, they were so rude anyways. Like, don't say any of that, because it's not comforting. Unless your friend has made a joke like he was ugly anyways, then you can be like, yeah, you know. But if they're heartbroken and they're in distress, I recommend not saying those things, because they still love them. It's still like someone they love so much. It's just really horrible to hear that your friends were just not like they just don't like your relationship. I don't even know how to speak. But it's just really hard to hear. But how you move on is, I wouldn't say distract yourself, because once you have nothing to do, when you're done distracting yourself, you crumble into pieces. You will take longer to move on. And that's a mistake I made. I decided to distract myself, push all my feelings away. And though I cried once in a while, I didn't get like the whole heart like cry out, you know. So when I didn't have anything to do at some point, I always crumble. Like, I always just cry. So do not do the distracting method, because trust me, it won't do you any good. Because once you have nothing to do and you're just sitting around, you start bawling your eyes out, you start rethinking everything, you start overthinking it, and so on. So take your time and just slowly move on. I don't know how really to tell you, but start working on yourself. Start getting your life back together, like how it was before you got your man. Just be cool with it. Cry all you want. Cry it out. Cry all your feelings out. Do not trap it. Cry it all out. But at some point of time, you have to move on, and that's still something I can't accept. But once you're able to accept, you can do anything. Just so you know, even without the relationship, you still had a life before that you can still get back together with. Not get back with him, get your life back together, you know. Yeah. But let's talk about how you get your man back. I would say this is an 80% success rate. Because I've asked for a man back so many times. I have problems, but okay. I really recommend talking to them in real life, talking to them face to face, because having text messages and all that, it's just not very as heartfelt as talking to someone in a real life perspective. And you're gonna want to take it all in because you're gonna cry and just say everything. One thing that you should not be doing is gaslighting them, manipulating them, and start saying like all that shit that will make them feel bad or make them pity you. You just have to apologize. If you have done something, apologize to them, say you do better, and make sure you do better. But just rewind all the things you've done and how they must have felt with it, like how much you have hurt them, and just talk to them with full heart, with full honesty, no filter. Just talk to them full-heartedly, and you just really have to try your luck, because sometimes these people just want to move on. And at some point you have to accept that if they do move on, they moved on, and you have to move on too. But if you want your man back, tell them full-heartedly, stop dragging it, and tell them full-heartedly that you want to try things out again. You want it to work, and you don't want to give up on what you guys had. So that didn't work for me on my last try, but I have to move on at some point, because this man don't want me back. Because yeah. Oh, and an advice to give you all: don't hate the relationship if they've done nothing, especially unless they cheated on you, you know, all that stuff. Hate the relationship, fuck them, the fuck. But loving someone is nothing you should be regretting, because you were once happy with them, you once felt joy with them, you felt happiness with them. So don't hate them at all. Appreciate the moments, appreciate the memories, and just be thankful they were once something that helped you with life, helped you go on with life. So yeah. Ooh, someone asked how to reject someone without hurting them. I've never been confessed to, not really, because I always make the first move. But if you want to reject someone, okay, let's place it in if it's someone you know, like you know, and someone you don't really know. If it's someone you don't really know, easy rejection, you know? It's like you still can say something, like it's not really hard to like think about it. But if it's someone you know, it's time to type out the whole long ass message just saying that you're just not interested, and just hope you guys can be friends. Don't be sorry that you don't like him. Don't be sorry, because it's not your fault. Just tell him that, you know, like you're not interested in him, and you hope that you guys could be friends, and just hope for the best, pray for the best. But don't feel bad when rejecting someone, because it's not your fault. I mean, they're gonna be heartbroken, but love is love. Love is love. And a lot of this is full on rejection, like what do I do? So just don't take it wholeheartedly and just reject them. They're gonna be heartbroken about it, and so will you. But at some point they also have to move on. But just tell them with all your heart that you're just not interested in them, and you can be sorry about it, really, but you shouldn't feel sorry for not liking a person back. But it is kind of sad, that's why, you know. Someone said, what to do? A guy likes you and you used to like him, but now you DK if you like him, but you feel bad for him. Don't feel bad, because he didn't like you back then. Did he feel bad? No, he didn't. But I don't know, use my rejection tactic, or maybe you like the chase. Maybe it's the chase that is appealing to you, but you should not feel bad. Just if he confessed to you, rejection tactic, or you can try it out. You can try things out with him, you know. Okay, this is the last question about love that I'll be doing, and then I'll be moving to more girly stuff and girls talk, and then we'll talk about friends, or maybe the other way around. See what I'm feeling. Okay, next question is, how would you start talking to a hallway crush? We barely see each other. I love deja vu situations. No, I do not. Okay, I feel like I refer to him a lot, but if you guys are OGs, you guys know I would refer him as hallway crush. He's no longer in my life, but what I did was I tried a whole full month to figure out his name. I literally went up and down my entire life to find out his name. And nobody knew his name because he was also my senior. And at the time I was a junior. So he was my senior. And I didn't know his name. Took a month, but I finally texted. Okay. Anyways. Took me a month, but I finally texted someone in his grade to tell me his name and his Instagram. And I am a really shy person. I don't know whether that's very obvious, but I don't think it is because I'm also very talkative. Because I like to talk, I'm just really shy. But I texted him instead, and straight out of the roof, I just said, I think you're pretty. I find you cute, you know? I just went for a shot. I went for a shot, and I mean, he wasn't interested in love at the time, but I just wanted to go for a shot, just straight up. If he don't like me back, it's okay. He's just a hallway crush. Like, it's fine. I'll move on from a hallway crush. But that's how I texted him. Or you can just go up to him if you figure out his name. You can just be like, you can just ask to be friends, really. You can just text them to be friends. You can, I don't know, I followed him until he followed me back, and I messaged him. That's when I knew he would seek me as a friend and not one of his followers, you know? But that's how I made my first move. There are other ways, like talking to them, and if you guys have a group project, be closer with them. If you barely see each other, texting is like the best method, really. Just text them, hi, you know, you go to my school, I see you all the time. Maybe we could, like, you know, talk, you know, like something along the lines. I'm not the best at this, but yeah, that's how I asked my hallway crush. Here are now menstrual questions. Don't be sorry about asking them because some people are apologizing for asking them. I'm like, this is a girl's talk. This is what we're supposed to be for. Like, this is our talk. So the question is, your ways to deal with period cramps. I'm gonna be so honest, I sleep all day. If I have my period cramps, I sleep. I get a hot pack, put it on my stomach, and sleep. I drink warm water, I drink warm tea. I drink anything warm, but most of the time I actually eat ice cream. And I take my period cramp pills, like painkillers, not really painkillers. It's prescribed to help with stomach ache and like period cramps. So I take, and I just sleep all day. I binge eat and I sleep, and that's it. Like, that's all that goes on during my period. I don't even know what goes on, but that's all that I do. Literally all that I do. Do you get irregular menstruation as well? It is normal for you to get irregular menstruation. Sometimes it's a little bit late, sometimes it's way later, sometimes it doesn't come until the next month. But if you're a virgin, trust me, you're not pregnant. But I do get very irregular menstruation, but recently, for the past 5 months, it's been really regular. It's been pretty good. It's like around the same week, around the same day. So mine is fine so far. But it's basically just based on your diets, what you eat, you know. Because at the time, the reason why my menstruation was so irregular was because I ordered takeout a lot. I ordered like food from outside a lot, and no one was really cooking in the house. Like, nobody just felt like cooking, so I just ate like a bunch of like ordered food. So, but recently I've been eating more of home cooked foods, and my menstruation went back to normal. So I think it was the food, it was my diet, and it's also your sleep, your health. It's mainly always your health. It's always your health for everything. So go put your ass back to bed. I mean, I shouldn't be saying that because it's 11:53 and I still have to shower after this, because can you see I have makeup on and I went out just now. But yeah, it's normal. It's completely normal. And if it's becoming so irregular where you're skipping actually 2 months of your period, seek doctor. Go to the doctor. Seek the doctor. I know majority of you guys are asking tips for shaving. Personally, I barely know how to shave. But when you're shaving your cooch, okay, your cooch right now, I'm sitting like this, right? Your cooch is like this, right? So this is your top, this is your belly, okay? I heard that you're supposed to shave it downwards and not upwards. At some point in life, I shaved upwards, and apparently that caused the bumps on it. So shave downwards, and if you're trying to get the sides and it's not going off, you shave like vertically, like this and like this. So that's all my tips for shaving your coochie. But if it's armpits, I don't really know a tactic to shave armpits, honestly. Just wax that shit and go. Because if I shave, I just go with the simple like up, done. I'm over. Like that's all I do with shaving. This tips you cannot be asking a 16-year-old, because personally, I don't know about shaving and anything with the areas, because I'm still learning as I go. Like as a 16-year-old, I'm still clueless with this. But I can only give you tips where I know of and I'm fully confident in saying. So this one, just take note, I am not confident with whatever I'm saying. I have zero clue what I'm saying. Okay, now that we're done talking about cooch and boys, we're gonna be talking about your friends, your friendship, your confidence. I'll make a separate video for skincare, and I'll repeat this again later at the end of the video. But now we're just gonna talk about girls and your confidence, like our girls, our friends, our homies, our little gang. What do you think, and why do girls always give themselves silent treatment? Okay, as someone that gives silent treatment, I do not mean to. Especially if you're halfway arguing with me. I swear, I do not mean to. It's just, I take time to process things. I take time to think about what the argument is about and what I should say and why it even started, and it just goes full length to the point I'm silent for a good fucking day or two, and then you're like, is this bitch ignoring me? But I just feel like these people are just based on childhood, based on what happened as a kid, or how they... I can't speak English, so sorry. Give me a second. Okay, but basically a silent treatment is basically a way they comfort themselves, because everybody have ways on what they do when they're mad or sad, and mine is silent treatment. It's not because my parents gave me silent treatment, really, but it's just the way I cope. That's the word. Oh my god. It's just the way I cope when someone's mad at me. I just go silence, because that's what I was taught to do, never talk back. And it just goes back to all the way to giving silence treatments. So I feel like these are people who just needs to heal and know what to do in situations, and I should be talking about myself. But yeah, it's completely normal. I don't have an opinion on it. It's just that at some point you need to learn and grow and start doing things another way, and I should take note of that for myself. Yeah. How do you always how do you always have confidence? I feel like that's a question a lot of people ask me, like, how are you so confident? Girl, I'm gonna be so honest with you. I am not. I have insecurities. Everyone in the world have insecurities except for even the egotistical and narcissist people have insecurities, and that's why they're that way, because they want to outshine their insecurities. Everyone in the world has insecurities, and if you don't, you're fucking lying, or you're too young to know about insecurities. But if you seriously don't think, you go girl, you ate, you snatch. But I just do the fake it till you make it method. You just have to act confident, and everyone in the room will think, damn, she's so confident. Like, you just gotta think you're so confident, and people will actually like have the thought like, damn, she's so confident, you know, like it's so like I can't speak English for shit. Like right now I just woke up an hour ago, but I took a nap with my makeup. That's not good. Don't do that. But people are just gonna think that you're the most beautiful person if you just have to be confident. Like based on personality. You're the brightest person in the room because you are confident. And confidence, I feel like people ask me how as well. Think of yourself as the most successful person in the world, and your posture as well determines whether you're confident or not. So stand up straight, sit up straight, everything straight. I mean, you can obviously like do this when you're home, but when you're out with people and you're talking to people, speak with confidence. And when someone's talking, listen, don't fucking bombard the conversation. Speak with absolute confidence in what you say, and you just have to do things that make you feel confident. What you wear also makes you feel confident. So if you're wearing something that you're not confident in, why are you wearing it? Wear something that just looks nice on you. You think looks perfect on you. You think it's amazing. That's what you should do. That's how you be confident. Fake it till you make it type of thing until you actually are confident. I feel like recently I've been faking till you make it so often to the point I'm actually starting to feel so confident. I'm starting to feel like happier with what I look, how I look, not what I look, but how I look. I feel like you guys hardly see my ears even tucked in, and recently I feel more comfortable with that because I've become more confident. That I've portrayed myself as such a confident person to the point I'm actually thinking, okay, what's going on? You know? So yeah, that's how you be confident. How to not compare yourself to another person. Confidence. Honestly, I don't compare anyone to myself. I'm being so honest with you. I'm being so deadass. I just really don't find a reason to be comparing myself with someone, because I know my self-worth. I know I am a good person by heart, and I know that I'm beautiful and everyone else is beautiful in their own way. I find other people beautiful and I sometimes wonder like, I wish I looked like them, but at the same time, it's not to the extent where I start overthinking it, because I built confidence in myself. I know my self-worth. I know that I'm my own person, that some people out there in the world where they find me beautiful as well and they want to be like me. So it's just a continuous cycle. At some point, everyone in the world is beautiful. Like everyone is perfect, because everywhere in the world there's different beauty standards. And let me tell you, most guys, their mama is what they look for. Their mama is what they love, you know? So in their eyes, no matter who you are, you're gonna be attractive to someone, you're gonna be hot to someone, you're gonna be beautiful to someone. And to me, I don't think there's much, but there are people, I just know, I hope that some people also find me beautiful in a way I find others beautiful. So that's why I always think about, like, beauty standards are so different around the world, and I might fit in one of those beauty standards, hopefully. And yeah, everyone is beautiful in my opinion. I see everyone in such unique ways to the point I'm just not very insecure about things, you know? Okay, so there are multiple questions on girl downgrading another girl in front of guys, or girls got popped the question over here, and I'm gonna be summarizing all of them in one bundle. I just pity them. I pity them wholeheartedly, because they might have problems at home where they have to seek male validation, or they just don't have confidence in themselves to the point they seek for validation in other people. And it's a situation where you just have to pity them. You don't have to hate them. Don't hate them. They have to make up shit about you to make them look better, whereas you don't have to make up shit about anyone to make yourself look better. So you're still shining bright like a diamond, bro. Shine bright like a diamond. Sorry, but you just have to pity them. Really, I pity them. I feel bad for them that they have to downgrade another person for them to stand out. And not being a girls is just, what are you doing? What happened to girls supporting girls? Like, girls for life. Like, we girls are together forever. So I just hate when other girls downgrade another girl for editing their photos. Like, anything with downgrading girls and talking shit about girls and just not taking a girl stand and taking a guy stand that done wrong. completely disgusting to me. Completely, you need help. You need serious help. I think someone asked about friends earlier, and I don't know where is it, but I'll just pop the question here once I find it. But I think it was like something about how to make the right friends. Let me tell you, you just have to find people that makes you shine, that makes you look great. Not in that sense where you find you find people that are like not so good to make yourself feel better. No, it's people that you and her complement each other so well that you both are just beautiful. Yeah, you guys are beautiful individuals. And it's not in the sense where I'm talking about looks. I'm talking about your confidence as well. Like, because some friendship, you start feeling your inner confidence is going lower and lower and lower. And it could be because of your friends. The way your friends talk about you, the way your self-esteem will just go lower when you're with them. Just trust me, you're beautiful. I have to repeat this. You are beautiful in your own way. Don't feel bad, don't feel sad, don't feel anything. You are beautiful. Beautiful. So, it's just people who makes you feel like the best version of you. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I can't English right now. I seriously cannot. But it's just, they bring out the best version of you. They make the best out of you. Like, I feel like you all can see the way I grew based on my YouTube channel, based on my TikTok, based on my Instagram. Not my Instagram really, but you guys can really see the way I am now compared to when I'm in 2021. That's because I distance myself from people that just brought my self-esteem so low. And back in the days, I felt like I had to be louder to be noticed. I had to be like, I just have to be annoying to be noticed. Honestly, I thought I was really annoying, but I feel bad for myself because I got such like a surrounding where I just don't feel confident, and people just brought me to a very such low esteem to the point I just felt like I have to be loud for myself to be noticed, because I did struggle with making friends back in the days. So you just have to find the best version of yourself in a friend, and if they're shit talking you, they're shit talking another person, drop them. Distance yourself, don't drop them, just distance. It's a matter like, I don't even know how to explain how to find real friends, because you would just know it in your heart that they're the best friends you'll ever have. Like, you just know it somewhere here. You know it in here. You don't even need my little rant talk. You just know it. You know it. Trust me. And someone asks, what do you do when you feel left out? Real friends will not leave you out. Trust me on this. As someone who have felt left out so many times, real friends will never make you feel left out. You will always be included, and that's one thing I do as well, because I've received like such little affection from my friends back then. I would just go full on out. I'll just be annoying as hell, and I feel like that's not what that's supposed to do, because now that I've experienced being left out, I will always include anyone that is shy, or have like anyone that's shy, that's not out there really. I will always include them also, because I know they're harder people to talk with, but because they're my friends and I love them, I'll try to include them when I'm with a friend, like a friend group to go out. You know, I'll include them always. I feel like you guys could see that when I'm vlogging as well. I'm talking to every single person there. I'm not leaving anyone out, and I'm not like sticking close to just one person throughout. Like, I'm going with everyone, so they just don't feel left out, because I hate that feeling. I genuinely hate the feeling of feeling left out. But if they're real friends, they will not leave you out. Honestly, distance yourself, find better friends that just don't leave you out in situations, and just don't ignore you. Someone said, I'm about to be a freshman in high school and I'm scared people won't like me. What do I do? I feel like confidence is key, but don't be narcissistic, you know? Like, I talk about confidence a lot, but I'm not narcissistic or egotistical. Like, I don't want to say that in case I actually am, but I just pray I'm not to other people's eyes, because I lowered myself like to the rim, so I just don't appear egotistical or narcissistic. Because confidence, there are many levels where people are just gonna think you're a narcissist, you're egotistical, but you just have to have faith in yourself. You have to know that people will like you. I'm sure at least one person in the room will actually like you, and I'm sure everyone else will. If you don't think, trust me, one person will. At least one person. You can't have just no friends. Trust me, you will be fine. If a friend is going to the same high school as you can talk about, hey, you know, like, we're going to the same high school, you know, like, I don't know anyone else here. Can I hang out with you for like the meanwhile, you know, until we find friends that we can hang out with? Or, you know, like, talk to them, get to know them. And trust me, on the first day of school, people would start, like, the teachers will arrange you in groups to talk, and you'll meet more friends, and they will somehow invite you to lunch with them. So just try to talk. Like, don't be shy, because then, trust me, you'll be left out throughout the school year, because people will be like, I don't click with this person, you know, because it's normal for people to don't click with someone else. So what you're gonna do is talk. You're gonna talk with them, and you're gonna say it with confidence. Don't be shy about it, just talk. Because trust me, based on my experience, it does not work out. Being shy is not a good privilege. It's a sad privilege. It's not even a privilege at this point. So when you're put in a group, trust me, contribute in the group work. The group is going to be your group of friends soon enough if you talk. If you make friends with them, you will have friends. So talk in your group project. I'm serious right now. Talk in your group project, please. Talk to the person next to you that the teacher arranged you with or something. If you guys are sitting in like group tables, like just say, oh, hi, you know. Or like you can at some point just ask them for an eraser, because that's how I made my first friend when I moved school when I was like 12 or 11. I just said, oh, can I borrow your eraser? And then we became friends. Somehow, one way or another. I'll be like, oh, where did you go to school before, you know? I won't be talking much about my problems and love and so on, because I just want to help you guys out. And makeup tips and skincare tips will be probably in the next video or the next upcoming videos, because I don't want to crowd this video so much because it's really long. I feel like I have to edit out a lot of stuff. But anyways guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you liked it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notification, and comment literally anything. Please help my algorithm out, because honestly I don't even know why I'm posting on YouTube, because I'm literally making nothing out of it. But I like making content for you guys, but I just can't find the motivation to do it, you know. But I really like talking with you guys, but the editing and so on takes so long, to the point I'm like, why the hell am I doing this, you know? But I like giving advice to you guys. So just comment and like the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, turn on post notifications so you get notified every time I post. And yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys liked it, and make sure to eat well, stay hydrated. Love y'all. Bye bye.